Hello guys, Woolly Creeper here, and a normal creeper. Anyway, Woolly Creeper here, and uh, been working, been quite busy this week, so work and family and whatnot, so I've only been able to find bits and pieces of time to play, and so one thing I've done is um, I've come close to completion on the portal tower, I think. We've added this detail at the top, which has been through a couple of iterations, but I think that looks pretty cool. I think. I'm never quite sure on these design things. So let us know what you think in the comments. I do like this detail here. Um, I think that's quite cool. I've got that on all four sides. Um, and that's simply done by, if I demonstrate with, have you got nether bricks stairs? No. Okay, that's simply done by doing that, and then on the other side, uh, that alternating back and forth on all the way up, and I think that gives quite a nice effect in the night when the lighting glitch shines through the back of the steps. I'm not sure how clear that'll be on the video, but I quite like that. But today we're going to work on finishing the library. Now I've done a little bit on this already, and I must light that area up properly at some point. You just despawn. There we go. Right. So basically, yeah, I filled in this area here. I simply took the line of the walls straight down. And I think that looks better rather than having it floating. The library's, I want it to feel quite solid, like quite big and solid, and it was a bit weird when these walls just kind of, I don't know, finished at this level and there was nothing underneath them really supporting them. So I think that looks a lot better. Let's go in here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly divert from the library to talk a little bit about when you're doing this sort of stuff here. With walls. Now, I don't know, I'm maybe not the right person to be dispensing design advice, but there is something that I think makes a big difference when you're doing a building that's a building like this, and that is to avoid this here. You see, on here I've been a bit lazy, and you've got this row of dirt here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to correct that now very quickly. It's important to make sure that you've not got these bits of dirt in there, so it's in the same plane basically. Yeah, because it looks like your big solid stone wall is sitting on dirt, and that kind of robs it of any feeling of solidity, I think. So it's important to bring your walls down far enough so that if where the dirt starts, it's actually coming forward. So you can imagine the walls are like sunk into foundations behind that dirt. I mean, you could dig foundations if you wanted to, but I wouldn't go that far myself. So just put those in there. And up. There we go. And check I've not missed anything. No. And I think that makes an instant and noticeable improvement to the look of this wall here. So it's important, I think, to do that when you're making this sort of building where it's meant to be quite a solid stone affair, that you've not got any parts that are apparently just sitting on dirt. Anyway, let's move on to the library. Right, so the plan here is, if we grab the correct materials again, what we're going to do is, first off, we're going to just finish covering the redstone on the outside of this building. Now, I've done a bit on that side already, so I kind of know where I'm going with this. What we need to do is yes, I totally know where I'm going with this. There we go. Right, so pop that there, that there. Oh, I'm not going to be able to do that. There we go. We'll go do that. You in there and in there. I'll cover that hole in there. We're going to want to bring this pillar up like so, and then we need to cover this gap here. Whoa! That was clever. Let's see what we've got. So we've got that there. We want to cover that gap. We also want to cover this, and I think what we want to do there is pull this all the way across to make it a kind of a get in there. Bring this over so it's kind of like an archway, and from here, if I can reach anything, can I get right over on that? There we go. Right, let's just have a look at that. Okay, it's a bit up there that needs covering, but okay, I think what I'm going to try is to bring a bit of contrast onto this facade, fascia, whatever you want to call it. Oh, am I going to lose those? Come on. Thank you. Let's try take that along to the end. A bit of nether brick. That could work. Might not. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to replicate what I've done there on this side. I'll fill in that bit up there as well. And come back to you. See you in a moment. Okay, so I've done that, and it's looking like quite a big solid building. I'm not sure about this nether brick. I do want to bring some other textures in, but I don't know. This doesn't seem to be doing it for me, so I'm going to try some other textures. And I think what I'll do is I'll rip out the nether brick, put something else in, give you a shot of it, and then rip that out, try something else, and give you a shot of that until I've decided what it is I'm doing. Okay. Okay, so that's how it looks with the sandstone blocks. I think that's better than the nether brick. Not sure. We'll try something else, see how that looks. Bit of a wild shot with furnaces. Doesn't look right, but there's something. I wonder. Just a moment. Nope. Okay. Next material. That may be what we go for. I left the upside down steps and normal steps in on this side, and I do think actually, thank you, I do think that actually makes quite a big difference. It just looks a bit funny no matter what you use if it's not got anything above and below. Which makes me wonder whether or not to revisit the sandstone blocks with the stairs. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to just do that because it's going to be expensive in obsidian using obsidian, but having said that, if it's the right material to use, it's the right material to use. Yeah, I'm going to have a look at the sandstone again. Yeah, having those steps on above and below that row actually makes quite a big difference. And it makes the sandstone work a lot better, I think. Yep, I think that's what we're going to go with. Right, okay, so I'm going to get this finished on all sides, and then we can get on with doing the roof. See you in a mo. Okay, quick status update. I've got the all sides done with this with the sandstone and the covering and all that, and I'm just thinking I need to tie these sandstone blocks together in the corner, maybe with a something like Jump up here. And do that. Have we got any half slabs? Oh, good man. And doop. And let's see. Half slab, full block, stair, stair. See how that looks? It looks maybe better. Could it be better if we... Sorry, lost control there for a sec. No longer want that. If we brought it out, perhaps? Yeah, maybe. Like that. Though that does introduce the funny lighting glitch. Do that. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do on each corner. Oop. Come on. And on the top, we'll do the same. Although, I guess you're never really going to see the top. I don't think there's anything in the vicinity tall enough, but I'm just like that. Okay. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Yeah. Right, okay, I'll get that done and be back with you. Okay, so what we're going to do, jump up here. Oh, in fact, I know what I'm going to do. Make ourselves some of those. Now, I'm going to leave this redstone exposed on the inside. You can't really see it from down on the floor, and I quite like the shape it makes with these gaps open. Get rid of the torch there. Yeah, I quite like the shape it makes. And actually thinking about it, this could be a mistake because it's going to leave a block, spawnable blocks up here, because I don't want to leave these torches here. What's it look like if I cover it up? Why did I do that? I didn't want to do that. Whoop! There we go. Oh, we'll just do this for the moment. See, it's got not nearly as much character. What if I put a transparent block on the top of here? That can be filled in. We'll do this corner. Yeah, yeah. Okay, that's what we'll do. That'll make those spots non-spawnable. Get rid of you. Right, okie dokie. Okay, I'll do that and then I'll be back to you. And then we'll do the roof. Okay, right, so that is done. No spawnable spaces apart from these ones here, and I'll take care of those once the roof is on. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab some of this and we're going to start counting. And the plan is in line with this here. We're going to count, we're going to put a dome on this building, so I need to mark out a circle. So this is the rim. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and it will be centered on a 2 by 2. So 11, that's, let's see. I think what we'll do is from the center line we'll go, well, on the edge we'll do 3, 4, 5. See if I can do this without resorting to a circle generator. There. Thank you. Right. If we do 5, then perhaps 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. No, I think let's get our shears on the bar. We do 4. Then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then 2, perhaps, and then 1. Let's try and join this up. This is how I build circles. I just kind of generally 2, 3, 4. Just kind of wing it a little bit. And then 2, 3. 1, 2. How does that look? That look vaguely circular? I think that looks vaguely circular. So we'll do 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Oh, right. I'll build that up and come back to you. Okay, that's looking good. Next thing is to sketch out a semi. Now, am I going to do a semicircle or am I going to do a flattened dome? See, a semicircle is going to be a very classical St. Paul's Cathedral style dome, which would maybe work with this. A flattened dome, slightly more modern sort of dome. A St. Paul's type cathedral thing is going to give us a hell of a lot of volume in here. Right, well, that's why I've got leaves. Let's sketch it out and see. Okay, so I'll get on with it, but it's quite simple what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the same pattern as this and sit kind of half of it on top. So if we say this is the bottom level, So 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3. There we go. And then 1, 2, and then 1, and then 1. Oh dear. Oh, I got a bit more. 1. So we've got 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we're out. That gets half of it done. We can get an idea for the volume from that. Oop. That is not too big though, is it? I'm not sure if it's going to look funny not coming out from the very edge of the building. So it's also quite difficult to see when there's a jungle tree behind it. Right, I'm going to build the rest of it. Grab some more leaves, build the rest of that, and I will come back to you. Okay, so I've sketched out the entire dome now with leaves, and I think that looks okay. So what I'm now going to do is I'm going to, at each corner there, I'm going to join them round with smaller and smaller circles to get the whole thing sketched out. And then I'm going to be able to start laying our building material over the top. So I'll get on with that and come back to you. Okay, so that's the dome sketched out in leaves. Now the dome is actually going to end up being slightly bigger than it looks here because I'm planning to simply lay my building materials over the top of that. So what we can do, have I got enough? Right, cool. So I think what I'm going to be doing here is building it out of stone brick, but that is really because I want to put stone brick stairs on this thing to make it non-spawnable. So if we say I want so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover this thing up like so. All the way on around this, also on the tops like this. In fact, I'll probably not cover like that. I'll probably just stick to the diagonals. Yeah. Like that. And I'll do that all the way up to the top. And on each horizontal flat block, I'm going to put in some stairs like this, which will help smooth the dome out and also, as I say, make it non-spawnable. But this is gonna take me a long time, so I'll make a cut here. See you soon. Quick update, because I've run out of stone bricks and I've got to go and cook some up. I thought I'd come down and have a look, and it's looking pretty good, apart from the fact that it's making a very effective mob spawning platform. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. And yes, off to cook up some stone. Okay, right, so this is what we're looking like at the moment. This has taken me a number of hours to do. And my hope of getting multiple episodes out in one day is rapidly slipping away. It is, however, looking pretty dome-like. Jump around here. The reason it's taken me so long is because I realised I don't want to light this up. I really don't. So, let's see. So I've spent an awful lot of time trying to ensure that there is, if not no, spawnable blocks on there, blocks that are valid for mob spawning. There is at least an absolute minimum. And I think that looks okay. What I do think is we need some sort of accent along here to break the dome out from the to kind of pop it out from the rest of the walls. Shape. Once you start trying to make places non-spawnable, it becomes a bit difficult to keep the dome shape. If you're wanting to build it out of something other than glass. You'd think the use of stairs and half slabs would help smooth it out, which it kind of does, but it also makes it more difficult to get the shape right. So what I think is, yeah, I think what we're going to go with. I'm going to put an accent across this sort of level here, to try and pop it up. Now I could use smooth sandstone, or there is a snow biome in that direction, and I could take a shovel out there and I could harvest a load of snow blocks. Alternatively, there's a line of half slabs along there, and I could use sandstone half slabs to get a thin line, and I think that is what I'm going to try first, just to kind of pop it up. What I also need to do is, oh, I love how dark it is up there. What I need to do is I need to remove all of this scaffolding and get up there, and if you see there are lots of little holes, I just need to go and block those in, and I'm going to fill the hole in the middle with glass. So yeah, the dome's going to have an oculus. So I think, yeah, that's what I'm going to do, and I will get on with that and come back to you. Okay, so I've done the accent. I like it a lot, and I've also done one at the top up there as well, just to break things up a little bit. So I'm going to go inside now and fill in all those little bits that letting light through and take down the scaffolding. Yeah. Okay. Interesting little book I've just found. Here we've got a normal chest. Right click it, opens. You notice that we are hungry at the moment. Right click, opens. Minecart chest. Oh, we'll just take that back in fact. Minecart chest. Right click, it opens and we eat. What's that all about? Anyway, it is done. This turned out to be a much bigger project than I had anticipated. But it is done, and I believe there are no spawnable spots on the roof, on the outside of the dome. I may be wrong on that. There may be one or two, but it's a minimum. So we won't. Hopefully, we'll not get jumped, and it won't affect this thing here. I've added some decoration in Corrales style bushes, and yeah, I think it's certainly got impact. It's a big space, and from the outside, I think it's okay. Need to take that down. I think it's okay. I'm a little worried this building has turned out a lot plainer than I thought it would. I'm not sure. Give us your suggestions on this. If there's anything we can do to spice it up a little bit. Yeah. But as good as it looks from in here during the day, it's really during the night that I think it looks at its best. Ironically, weirdly, because you can't see as much of it. But if we have a look out of the window, night is not too far away. We can perhaps speed that up a little bit. Yeah, and there we go. I think with the shadow, I think it looks quite a lot better. I could make it always like this by removing the Oculus, but I like the Oculus. I think it's nice. And it means it looks different at night to what it does in the day. And that's good. It's kind of a dynamic look. So, yes. Overall, I guess I'm pleased. There are certainly aspects of this build that I'm, I don't know, a bit unsure about. Um, the outside look, I don't know, could do with some comments on that, ideas and whatnot. We need a stack of that. And we'll drop those off. And we won't need sticks. So I think the next episode, which I'm going to break my new rule of not saying what I'm going to do. I better pick all of this up. Break my new rule about not announcing what the next episode contains. Seems I shall be eating some lunch and then sitting down, oh, it's a late lunch, sitting down to attempt to record it. So the next episode will be, let's take those, a trip into the Nether to check out those blaze spawners, see if they're in range, and if they're not, see if we can find any more that are perhaps better situated, because they're very exposed, and if they're not in range of each other, it will be probably better to find another one that is more enclosed. So yeah, all that's left to say from me is I've been Woolly Creeper. Well, thank you for watching, and thanks to I've been getting a few new subs through, so thanks guys. But yeah, I've been Woolly Creeper, and I'll get you next time.